an immigration consultant and previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College as the International Students Recruitment Officer. Welcome to our live QA session streamed to our Facebook and YouTube channel. So today we have Rcic here from Guntur. Rcic, so you are interested in immigration, right? So immigration to Canada, it is a point-based system through express entry. Right. So basically, whoever has the highest score in the system will get invitation to apply for the PR. So how does it work? You register for in the express entry pool. It's an online form. And how are the points calculated? So points are calculated based on the following factors. Age 29, you get the maximum points. After 29, you start losing points every year. You start losing points after 29. Okay. And sorry, I muted you, I guess. Yeah. And that is the first. So age is a very important. If you are not under 29, you will basically be losing points, and that will not get you to 470. So if you are over 29, it will be very difficult for you to get your PR under the Federal Skilled Worker Program. That is one. Age. Second, education. Minimum what we advise under the FSW program is
last education details.
Masters, at least what you should have. Okay. If you don't have masters, then you will not get the visa. You will not get the points. Third, work experience, 3 years or higher, you will get the maximum points. And the most difficult part is the IELTS. You have to score at least 8,777 or higher with 8 in listening. So the points, the Federal Skilled Worker Program, because of the COVID, it was paused. The Government of Canada has fast-tracked international graduates who are here in Canada, and they opened a new program, PR to PR pathway. They were very big express entry draws for specifically CEC draws for students, international students who graduated in Canada for the last 2 years. So it's been very difficult when it comes to the immigration for overseas applicants. Okay. There is another option, express entry. So there are two programs in Canada for immigration. One is the federal program, point-based, what I just explained. There is also a PNP, Provincial Nominee Program. And the Provincial Nominee Program is two options. One, if you have a very high score in the express entry, some provinces have an express entry PNP based program, and they give you an invitation. For example, Ontario, if you have 460 plus and in a high demand occupation, you receive an ITA. That is based on your CRS score. There are also PNP programs where if you have an employer who is supporting you with a provincial nomination, so PNP gives you 600 points in the express entry system, that will take you more. So what is your profession, Amma, Rcic?
Sir, actually, sorry for the interruption, and I want to discuss my express entry profile. I already placed my express entry. Mine is in the last stage here. The process was done in Canada actually, and it came to New Delhi, and they used to ask me like the payment of RPRF payment.
Okay, so did you get a PNP, Amma, with 36 age, or did you get an Ontario provincial number?
Actually, it is main applicant was my husband, sir. He used to be in Canada.
Okay. Your husband applied for spousal sponsorship, or he applied in the express entry?
No, sir, no. Actually, he applied for express entry only. So on that time, we both were applied the same process. He's not having PR while he is in Canada. So he applied for PR. On that time, he's not able to get an extension of his work permit. So we back to India. From there to now, our process.
He could have applied for a bridging work permit. Why did he go back?
It was rejected, sir. Actually, I don't know why it was rejected. It was rejected there. So we back to India. It is still going in process.
It should not be rejected. If your husband has already submitted his application for PR, ITA, a bridging work permit will not be refused.
Yeah, there is one small correction, sir. What is like my husband at the time of bridge work permit, he's not having a PR invitation. He's just having PNP score there.
He did not receive his invitation at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he went to India because he did not receive his ITA. He could not stay any longer.
Yeah, after I just came first India, then after he used to be up to July or August, he used to be in Canada. In that time, he got ITA and he accepted that everything we submitted. That is like 2020, sir. 2020 July, we have submitted all the documents that we got an AOR acknowledgement. Since from there to now, no update. On 2021 March 31st, we got a request from embassy like please pay RPRF amount.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked me, my husband, 2016 and 2007 notice of assessment document that we already submitted, and we paid RPRF on the same, I mean, within 10 to 15 days. But
Mm-hmm.
from there to now, there is no update. I just given February 16th of this year upfront medicals. There is no update of the medicals too. Uh, so what I have to do, I don't know. But most of the people is saying like you got RPRF thing. Almost it is on approval stage. There will be no issues for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think if you receive this,
uh-huh.
if everything is okay, if the provincial nomination is there, all the documentations are correct, then you don't really have to worry.
Is everything okay?
Okay.
But
Yeah,
some,
I know. Unless you get, you're always worried. But again, see, if you in Canada, it's a very transparent process. Okay,
yeah.
if your husband already has the PNP nomination, he has approved, and all this documentation, whatever they required, have submitted, it should be fine. There is no reason to stress yourself. It's just because the whole process, because of the COVID, has become so slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the process. Other than that, you don't really have to worry.
But I'm really getting frustrated of this process here. And,
Because of the COVID, the whole situation has been messed up, and there's so much of backlogs in the system. So unfortunately, there's not really much you can do.
and more New Delhi was so many. They are like in the sleeping stage only. I think these guys are not giving any response
Majority,
to the emails too.
where the most majority of the applicants were expressed entry, international students, immigrants. India is probably one of the largest sources. So it's a slow process. Okay, but
Uh,
you see the updates from Minister Sean Fraser. He did confirm that by the end of this year,
mhm.
they will try to get back things with the normal process, within the normal time. Okay,
Okay.
they're almost there.
But I'm thinking like I have to call to the MP, a local member of parliament there, because it is almost 2 years it was done with my profile.
Trying, keep pushing. There's not really much you can do except, trying your best out there. Other than that, there are thousands and thousands of applicants who are in this process, who are stuck in this delay. So, not really much you can do here.
Yeah, but don't know, sir, how they are processing, because one of my friend who was applied on 2021, he got approval, and who applied on 2022, they got approval. But we applied on 2020. What is happening? How the way flow they are following? We are not getting a picture of that.
Because there are different visa offices, Harshita, different processing centers. Some might start early. There are different case units as well, right? So it's
Yeah.
not, a consistent, like date times which are being followed. It's different offices which are being followed.
Okay. So sorry for I mean, again asking a question, sir. So if RPRF is a sign for the positive.
It should be fine. Don't stress yourself. Okay.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, sir. But can I know for which local MP have to keep an email? Like while I'm searching in the
Your
Google,
husband live
I'm
with,
getting more MP list.
it is there where you're living, where your husband last lived before leaving.
Uh, we lives in Mississauga actually.
So reach out to your local address where you lived in Mississauga.
Okay. But while we are searching for the MPs, it is showing like NEO, the positions of that member of parliament. It looks like NVO or QA, something. It is having in that. So what type of MP we have to select in those?
There are two types. MPP is member of provincial parliament, which is the state government.
Okay.
Immigration is federal government, so you only have to look for MP, member of parliament, Mississauga.
Mississauga. Okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
there are different, in Mississauga also there are different constituencies, so check there based on the address where you are.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if any queries, can I reach you, sir? This is the first time actually I'm connecting for this link.
Okay, sure. We are in a Facebook. You can post your queries out there and you can drop here. But again, once you're in the system, there's not really much we can do out there. Okay, you just have to wait and hope for the best.
Oh, yeah, sir. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mama. Take care. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Rishabh? Rishabh and Huda Talib. Rishabh, let me unmute you, Rishabh.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Matheek, Rishabh, how are you?
I'm good. I actually got my visa last night.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I actually had an odd request, not a request, a query. So I was wondering, I got a course in Conestoga for financial planning. Uh, uh, in Doon campus. I was wondering if it's possible for me to get into a different college, which is in the Greater Toronto area, which would
Possible. Did you apply? Yeah. So who's your CIP manager, Rishabh?
Shuchi.
Suchi. Okay. So Rishabh, यहाँ पे it is not as easy as you think. So what happened is,
Yeah, no, I am just
let
asking.
me explain you. So what has happened is many years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, I remember when we were still working with Mohawk. So colleges have a target. They have a fixed number of seats and they have to fill the seats to ensure that they have the revenue to function. Okay. So about 5 years ago, many students, international students, used to come and they used to, when even in Mohawk, I used to sign at least 150 transfers every intake, saying, okay, this is very far. Mohawk College is very far from Brampton. I have to drive 50 minutes. I want to drive in, I want to live in Brampton, and they used to withdraw. So it has come to a point where all the colleges which were non-GTA, they were actually so frustrated. They reached out and they signed an agreement. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, as per the agreement, a student who is a new student, okay, who from international student will not be able to transfer to another college unless and until they complete one semester.
Oh, okay.
So you have to finish your 1 year study here and then go. There are no transfers as well because the programs and curriculums are different, right? The financial technology program here might
Financial
be different.
planning.
Financial planning, the curriculum might be a bit of different from the others. So, but again, transfers are also not possible. So you have to study here for 8 months. There is no option for you.
So if you can help me mitigate some of my worries in Kitchener itself, I actually had some doubts about the job opportunities when it comes to the part-time work and a little bit of travel work because I was talking to a few people in the same course in that college, and I asked them what all they're struggling.
You will find it. See, I live here.
Okay.
And
Yes.
it is a city of almost 7 lakh population. This is the home of Google Canada. This is a huge city from Waterloo end to the Cambridge end. It almost takes more than 1.5 hours to almost about 1 hour, one plus hour to drive as well.
Right.
So it is only a question of time to find a job. It is not, it's not like the whole life is in New York, right? The same here, it is not Toronto. This is a very good place to live in. And this is where you could definitely, everybody will find a job. There's not been a single situation in my 10 years career here where students have not been able to find a job.
Okay. I was okay. That's great. Then I don't think so.
Only a question
And
of
how's
time. It's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but you will get. Second, remember, Rishabh, you are here not to do a part-time job. Why are you coming here to Canada?
of
You
course, of
have your
course.
GIC to support your living expenses. You have your GIC to pay your rentals. You are here for a bigger picture. Focus on your studies. Remember, when you have to get a full-time job after your studies. So focus on your studies. Make sure that you don't feel there's a lot of students who reach out here. They focus on the part-time jobs and also, unfortunately, sometimes even over the 20 hours cash jobs, and they fail.
Okay. Okay.
So again, what happens? They either have to, repeat the subjects. It's $2,000 fees, and it doesn't make any sense out there. So
Right.
पे आने के बाद finding a job in Canada is not really an issue. It might take time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but
Yeah.
everybody will find a job. So first challenge, housing will be your first challenge.
Yes.
Second, job, and third, study and work balance. These are the three things, and
Yes.
all these three things will be resolved with time, as long as you have fun. So initially, what you do, you book. I'll connect you with. I think we had one student who recently came in, Rahul, and he was able to get a dormitory in Waterloo. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there are many students out there, and there are
Yeah.
many groups as well. Conestoga College, I think we have a Facebook group, and there are about 4 or 5 different Facebook groups, 15 to 20,000 students. So it is a big city. It will take time. Initially, book an Airbnb, or if you're traveling with friends, use 2 or 3 friends, book a hotel room together. It will be cheaper, or Airbnb as well.
Okay. Okay.
You will find with time everything will be okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right. So I'll go ahead with the passport printing and all. And
Get this done as
so,
soon as possible. Okay.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my intake is September, and I think I'll have to get the study permit extended, right? Because it'll end.
यहाँ पे आने के बाद be in touch with Nihil ji from my team. We have a team here in Canada, and we don't charge anything for CIP students. No legal fees. There is a small consultation fees which goes to Nihil ji or whoever the manager to help you. Other than that, there is no legal fees. We will help you with the whole process. It's not difficult at all.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry. Everything will be okay. Conestoga College is the largest college in Ontario by enrollment. They have more than 5,000 international students.
No, I didn't have a doubt about the college as such.
No,
I
I
was
mean,
quite confident about the college. It was just the area that I felt maybe things were too far apart, and
no,
it'll involve a lot of traveling. So I was
no,
like, maybe I'll spend all my time walking. So I didn't want. I was just wondering ki if I should maybe, you know, that was
no.
all that I was thinking. Nothing
The
else.
transport system is not bad here. It's definitely not. It doesn't. We don't have a subway, but it's
Right.
still okay.
So, if you don't mind me asking a small other thing, is it possible to get a car on rent for a small, matlab, not too expensive sort of a fee? I don't
If
know if I'm asking.
all rentals here, insurance will be expensive for you. You don't need
Yeah,
a car.
I won't need a car, no?
यहाँ
Okay.
पे, there is an app, Waterloo, Grand River Transit, which is the local bus system, and they almost come on time exactly, maybe 1 or 2 minute difference. So you know where you're heading to. September is not a no bad place. May is a very good time to come. September is still okay. September, October, November, tak we will not have snow.
Right.
You will
Okay.
get used to that by the time.
Okay. All right. All
Okay.
right. ठीक है,
Sure.
ठीक है. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
You're welcome. Yeah. Take care. Congratulations again for your visa.
Thank
Should be,
you.
don't worry, step by step. You're coming to a new country. There will be challenges. Remember, as long as you have money, everything will be fine. And I live here in Waterloo.
Yes,
I
sir.
live
I know
in
where I am.
Conestoga College. So if there is anything urgent, any emergency, any financial issues, I'm here to cover up for our students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Very, very kind of you.
Yeah, we had Rahul, for example. He did not get his, simply it takes 1 week for the simply credit card, credit card and debit card to be sent to the home address, right?
Okay.
So he had to pay. So I was here and I went and paid him $1,100 and $300 deposit. I paid for his accommodation deposit. So no issues. I'm here. Anything here in Kitchener, Waterloo, or in Toronto, it is close proximity. We have Nihil ji, Sandeep ji, Yashwant from our team, Shivani ji in Brampton, Sivan in Brampton. So we are here, not really to worry, right? Any emergency, we will always cover you up.
Okay, thank you, sir. That actually mitigates a lot of my worries. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Gokul Rajan, you were here and then you exited. Yes, please, Gokul. And Huda Talib.
Hello, sir. I'm father of Huda speaking.
Yes, please.
Actually, I am applying a study permit for Huda. We are living in Jeddah since her birth, actually for more than 20 years. And she has got... Sorry?
What is your name?
My name is Irfan Talib.
Irfan Talib, और कहाँ से आप?
मैं मद्रास से हूँ एक्चुअली इंडिया के. मैं इधर काम कर रहा हूँ जद्दा में तकरीबन 20 साल से.
Okay. So ईद मुबारक.
शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका बहुत शुक्रिया. Actually, Huda completed her engineering here in Jeddah. She is about to complete now in May. And then she applied for a management course, artificial intelligence management course in the Schulich School of Business. And she got the letter of acceptance also. And also she got some scholarship of about 25% of her fees. Now we are trying to apply for her study permit. And moreover, she already has a visit visa for her family resident visit visa also.
I think I spoke
because her sister is living there.
Yeah, I spoke to your daughter, I guess. She was in meeting once. Yeah,
okay. Now we have some small clarification I want to ask you.
Irfanji, what I do is, we have a regional manager for Tamil Nadu. His name is Arun. Arun actually lived here in Canada for a couple of years. And because of family issues, he had to go back home. But please reach out to Arun. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and we are authorized to provide visa services, visa support services. But any questions, you can always reach out to Arun, and we'll be happy to help as well. Is your daughter in a WhatsApp group? There is a Facebook group and WhatsApp group we have.
Yeah, she's in a Facebook group. Now, I have only one small clarification, if you can please advise me.
Yeah, okay.
Regarding this proof of means for financial support, she got scholarship. The remaining I will be paying for her for the tuition fees and everything.
Irfanji, very important. Irrespective of you scholarship or not, please, two things are very important. Financials are very important. Show as much money you can. Okay, that is one. Second, in Canada, for Canada visa, we have a process called SDS or non-SDS. Okay, so I explained this to your daughter as well. Remember, if she was, even though usually she was born and brought up in Saudis, it should be fine, but a very high approval rate when person applies from India.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Profiles like your daughter are 99.9% approved. Saudi, we mixed responses. But for children who are born and brought up in Saudi and in Dubai and they finished their whole studies there, the visa approval rate is also very high. But again, it is still not like in India. Second, very important for you, right? Even if you are applying under non-SDS from those countries, please make sure that you do take a GIC. GIC is Guaranteed Income Certificate, and there is CIBC or simply these are banks which you have to deposit $10,000. You have to open an account, okay, in a Canadian bank and put your $10,000 to show your daughter's living expenses. That is
sorry to interrupt you, but for that we need to have an account in India, isn't it? She need to have an account in India from where she can transfer. But she does not have an account actually in India.
No account in India. Because GIC is very important. If there is a possibility, I would definitely advise you to look into that. Okay. And third, even though she's getting a 25% scholarship out there, please make sure that you show complete funds enough for her studies and also for the living expenses.
So it should be I should show the balance in the bank, or if there is a regular income to me, can I show that as a regular income?
No, both. Because you're applying from Saudi under non-SDS, you have to show the complete cost of studies and the living expenses.
I see. Okay. And they will not accept if there is I have only 50% of the amount in the bank. The remaining.
Not advisable. That is the advantage. When you go to India and apply under the SDS category, you don't have to show the funds. You only have to pay the 1-year tuition fees, and you have to pay the GIC $10,000.
Okay, but for the GIC, she does not have an account. That's why I could not do that actually. Anyway, I will try actually to somehow deposit money in my account for the full 1-year fees, and then I will apply for that visa.
Okay, 1-year tuition fees and living expenses, Irfanji, it's very important.
Okay. That's all, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah, take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gokul Rajan. Gokul Rajan, are you here, Gokul?